We live.
And we are live.
Hello, world.
Hello,
Gotta
zero
check
people.
Hello, what?
Zero people.
Gotta check the delay.
It's 0 people.
How's the delay?
I heard a thing.
2 seconds. And now I got this dumbass duck in my face.
Oh, you got the duck. Duck you.
You know, if you like log out and log back in, someone else get the ducks, right?
Hey, Amir,
Yeah.
welcome.
It's a good idea.
Welcome in.
Hi, Amira.
First to join, I say. Hi,
Hi,
new
new
channel.
channel. I like new channel. I like Amira Jama. Is it Jama?
You be Jaman. We
We
be
Jama. Stop it.
Seriously, Momke?
Hi, Dora.
What I do?
We haven't got to all the excitement and the fun yet. You're already start drinking.
He
The
pre-sip.
Psycho. Hi, the Psycho.
Going though.
Tokyo Ghoul or Death Note? Death Note for me since I'm old.
No.
Death Note.
Agreed.
All right, so
Don't mind me, I'm hungry.
Introduction.
Yeah, this is King Mean, aka Pretty Cool Guy, also known as Empty Ways on YouTube.
Hi, everybody. Monkey checking in here. Together with King Mean, we are.
The Sunglasses
The
Bros.
Glasses Bros. There you go.
Whose turn is it? My turn?
Yep.
Oh,
all
shit. I was looking at something else. Eisen here. Together we are the Greasy Bros. This way.
This way.
Yay.
That way. Fizz in here, and together with Eisen, we are
Tragic Bros.
Cypher here, and together with Fizz and we are Ninja Bros.
Ninja Bros.
And collectively we are
The ridiculously
good-looking
Good-looking bros.
Something.
something.
AKA the Ineligible Bros.
Okay,
Aw.
Nugo Pop, congrats on 30.
Yeah,
thanks,
thank you.
Nugo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats, everybody.
Super excited. Thanks to everybody for helping us get there.
That's right. You guys made it happen. Without your support and your
Now,
lovely
here we
devotion, we would never hit that 30K.
So, ITZ or it's, I don't know why people came for you on your reaction on GFriend Apple. Like, can't people have an opinion these days? That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
it is what it is.
I understand.
People, sometimes feel disappointed, a little disappointing, when they don't get, the result that they expect. So things
But
like that always.
let's be
It's
honest.
predictable, though.
I didn't say anything bad at all. All I
Nope.
said was it didn't hit my standard for them because
That's pretty funny.
because they're so high up there.
No, it's funny because you didn't say anything bad at all because we're saving all that for now in this podcast.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Still
it's
overheats
still got
them
a 19 out of 20. I don't understand how.
Yeah, I
which
don't
is
think-
which is great, but people don't
Yeah.
give a shit about that. They
I
want
understand
perfect.
how 19 out of 20
No,
gets
I don't think
people
I don't think the
subscribe
19.
and dislike.
I don't think the 19 matter. I
Yeah,
don't
just
think the
what
9.
What
it
Well,
matters
wasn't
19
5
doesn't
stars
matter.
from each of us. How smart that guy was.
That guy was stupid.
What's up? Do you guys listen to what's that? 30K. Wow, you guys are cool. Thank you, new channel. Yes, I guess we are pretty cool.
Yeah, we're
We're
pretty cool.
guy. Oh wait, no, we have the pretty cool guy. He's right
So
there.
what's up? Do you guys listen to?
Huh?
Oh, it's the thing that
You guys
Amira
listen
said
He's
earlier.
repeating. King means repeating what Fizzin already said. What's up, Genesis?
Okay, so let's talk.
Ooh,
Okay, you guys talk.
Dora
Let's
spilling
do
tea.
this. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
So,
Let's get it on.
demonic symbolism in K-pop. Are there such a thing? Is there any demonic symbolism? Is there any
There's-
devil
Yes.
symbolism? And
This.
so we're talking about like the dark
Yeah.
symbolism, the occult, and all that other stuff.
There is some that I noticed.
Yeah, it's so you got the 666 and the over the eye or the closing of the eye one way or the other way, or the devil horn, and the triangle, and however you do the triangle, however they want to do it, or they put it to their eye. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so these are, it's associated with the occult or the dark movement or the dark side or demonic or the devil. So
Or the name that we cannot say.
Then or the name that we cannot say. Start with an I.
Starts with an I.
You know, with the
It's-
pyramid and
Ends with an I.
start with an I, end with an I.
Igor.
Ill something. It's ill
Igor.
something.
It's pretty ill, man. It's pretty ill.
Yeah.
Pretty-
There's a let's set the groundwork first before we get to the actual symbolism screenshot of in K-pop.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey,
Hi,
Sandy.
Sandy.
Hey,
Hello,
Amanda.
Sandy.
Hi,
Hello,
Sandy.
Amanda. Thank you for joining us. It's a Scream Dreamcatcher they use.
Hi,
I
it's-
don't know. It's a bit suspicious. It is, but I'll
Yep.
explain why. So there's a reason why they use that. I mean, we all know Rock.
I mean,
you know,
rock associate
devil horn.
themselves with,
So-
with a devil
which,
horn.
which makes
so-
sense. Which
is-
makes sense. But at the
yeah.
same time, it is suspicious from us. If you look at the timeline of the implementation of the usage. So, anyways.
This is for Adam, who just showed up. We're Insomnias too.
Okay, so
Welcome in, Adam.
let's set the groundwork here. So there's a saying in the entertainment world, especially the music world, right, Monkey?
The music industry.
The music industry.
Uh-huh.
There's a saying that in order to go big, you exchange your soul. You know,
Sell your soul to
Sell
the
your
sell
devil.
your
soul to
soul,
the devil,
exactly,
yeah.
for fame, for fortune, and popularity, and all that stuff. So there's a saying that if you sell your soul, and it's not just a conspiracy because insiders come out and say this, artists themselves come out and say this, certain artists who come out and say this and then they die and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. But the point is, if they sell their soul and then they do become famous, and then they would owe they would have to reference and do shout outs to the
Overlord.
their overlord, or whoever they sold their soul to. So what is the shout out? The shout out are these symbols, supposedly. These symbols and all these stuff. So if it's not true, right? It's just a conspiracy, none of these matter. Symbolism means something, right? Symbol always means something, right?
Right.
So when artists just randomly said Illuminati, oh wait, never mind, I said it.
You
Oh!
So
The name
no.
that we cannot say.
No, it doesn't matter. We're gonna say
Well,
it.
apparently we can't.
Fuck it. Let's say it. Let's go. So
Oh, I am the. Oh,
If
physics
it does-
just
Or why not?
if it doesn't mean anything, why do people use it? Everybody know right now in 2020 that it's associated with the occult and all that stuff, the symbolism that we just talked about. If the artist themselves, whether they're familiar with the occult or not, if they don't know what that symbol is, why do they continue to use it? You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't mean anything, why do they use it? A symbol has to mean something. If it doesn't mean anything, why do they use it? And if it does mean, as we've been saying, what it means, how come they continue to use it?
Well, I think, to be fair, some people are just, they're into the hype, so they see one famous person do it, and then they just copy it. It's like a
Yeah.
copycat.
Exactly. But if they don't know what
that's
it
just
means,
one. Well, yeah. Because
but if they
people are
don't
dumb.
know what it means,
But there are a correlation
But it-
between people who do it and then suddenly get famous.
get famous.
There are.
No,
like-
I know. I'm just stating the obvious that some people they just follow.
Right.
Yes.
And it does seem to be prevalent in K-pop. Not there's not a lot of boy or girl groups from the U.S. or England or whatever that are so
Well,
intricate with the hand motion.
From what I
There
see, it
is.
starts out in America, but then around 2012, it starts to
It jump shift.
it
branch
starts to
out.
branch out to South Korea.
And there's
Like
a reason why.
all these symbols.
There's a reason why, so I'll explain that later. For now, let's get on with the symbolism. So
Let's
so
get
open
it
the
on.
folder. Let's get on. Don't make sure no prawn picture pops up.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah,
So
man. Keep that shit contained.
Keep that contained.
All right.
Yeah, leave my wife out of here.
Oh,
So,
I don't know why he has your wife to begin
Prawn
with.
and wife. What the?
you want me to share screen?
Yeah,
Oh,
share
man.
screen.
Hold on a second here.
Just open that folder I gave you. You don't have and then go to share screen mode, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, if I go like this, you can't see me talking.
That's fine. The less
So
we
don't-
see of you, the better.
Okay, so there you go. Let's start with these two. So first of all, this.
That's straight
this is,
up.
This is
That's-
pretty much obvious, but this is just
Open
to set
that up.
the.
Dude, that is so obvious.
Yeah, that's.
What
that
is this?
It's
What is this?
the all-seeing
all-seeing
eye, the
eye.
triangle,
And
upside down
like
triangle as
and
well.
covering one side of the eye, which all the supposed Illuminati artist does.
Yeah.
Yep.
It starts in America, and then it's transitioning over to South Korea, and they're all doing the same thing over there as well.
Yeah. It's that's pretty blatant.
So again, some people can say it's bandwagon. Some people say they just want to be hip and want to fit in or whatever. But the point of the matter is, symbol means something. You don't just you don't just do a symbol if it doesn't mean anything. It has to mean something. And we all know in pop culture, it's
You see this?
There it is.
yes, there it
These
is.
are also other symbolic stuff that
Yep.
deals with the cult.
Well, it's also 666 if
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
look at it
exactly.
that way
Which
too.
also deals with the occult.
I know it's
demonic.
also
That's what
okay,
I'm
but
saying.
you know,
Yeah,
it's called-
okay is just this. But
Yeah.
when you're putting it to your
to
eye,
your eye, right? That's when it
That's-
becomes something else.
that's something
Yeah.
else.
Amanda, thanks for popping in.
Oh,
Yeah,
see you later, Amanda.
That's like I said, symbolism means something. Every symbol has different meanings. So if you apply a certain symbol, you better know what it means. And if you don't know what it means, then why are you doing it? And if you do know what it means, then we know why you're doing it. We know why you're doing that symbol. So anyways, let's just say this, Monkey. So SM Town or SM Entertainment, right?
Want to get back to full screen?
No, we're just gonna get in the folder.
Get in
See
the
that folder over there? But don't go inside yet. I want to talk a little bit. So SM Entertainment, JYP, YG, and Big Hit. These are all big label, right? And of course Cube Entertainment as well. So we're gonna call out we're gonna highlight these company because these are the company that has the most associated with these symbols. So just to stick on topic, and now that we set the groundwork, what these symbols do and what they could mean, so let's get on with the actual, folder and of images. So these are
Damn,
from the
dude.
recent MV. It's okay. Don't hold on. Don't
Wow,
be
just a
no.
couple.
No, hold on. No, get back in. Get back. I'll tell you what to do. Get back in. Click on the first picture, the very first one, and just leave it on full screen. That way, when you click next, it just goes next. It'll go by quick. Trust me, I promise.
That's kawaii.
Yeah,
That's the real Apple too, not the
Okay.
fake.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. There's a theme going on here, Monkey.
Sure
So
is.
someone. So there's a saying that 2020 is shit, right? It's garbage. There's a lot of shit goes down, so the devil is running out of time. The end times is near, right? So the devil is like pushing their whatever he can because the time is limited. So there's a theme here. Adam and Eve or the garden, the forbidden fruit of knowledge.
The
and all
apple
that.
is a symbol. It's a symbolic thing,
Yes.
especially when it's being shown at the tree and the
Right.
garden. That's a
Alright.
straight up symbol.
So here's what we're looking for. All the 2020 MV released from these artists has sharing the same theme. So we're gonna highlight the theme. This is like in the garden in the garden of whatever with the fruit, the forbidden fruit. So
Right.
she picked it off the fruit, as you can see in the opening of this video. Now we go to the next. So let's actually read the lyrics. This is just a portion of it. So she's saying, "Oh no, lead me more into temptation." So basically, the song opens up with them having a tough choice, and it doesn't feel right to go with this choice, but they're going with it anyway because they're tempted. They're tempted. So it goes with the fruit of knowledge because they're tempted. So let's go to the next image.
I don't know what happened to my next button. It's just
Oh, because
disappeared.
did it exit from full screen or something? Because I think. Can you zoom the picture outward? Oh, whatever.
It's just
No,
disappeared. There you
there
go.
you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So infuse me with pleasure. So okay. So
Hey,
as
me,
you
you
can
want to comment?
No, I'm fine.
all right. So we know what's going on here. It's just about diving into that side of things, like your temptation and your desire. So the next.
Lust.
Yes, that too. And this is problematic. This is symbolism
Okay,
right
this
here.
is straight up symbolism, right?
Okay,
here.
go with the butterfly. Go with the
butterfly.
butterfly.
You see the blue butterfly? You know how many video with a blue
Has a
butterfly?
blue butterfly. Also, butterfly, MK Ultra, mind control.
Yep.
With the butterflies.
It's
Yeah.
also a
It's
death
a symbol.
Yeah.
butterfly, which you've seen in Bleach.
So yes, that also represent like the dark side of things, or death, or spiritual. And the apple. Look at the apple again. It's bleeding. Doesn't it look like it's bleeding, or is it really bleeding?
It looks like it is.
Yes. Apple is based on the Adam and Eve story, so we know the reference. We know why they're doing the reference. It could, it's interpretation. You can.
This
look at it
actually
in
looks like
different
a
way.
bloody eyeball.
Exactly, that too. So it depends on how you look at it. And as we were saying, this is what they're going with the lyrics as well. So they're going with that theme. So next. Here we go. I like it. More, I like it all. Okay. So they're liking where this is going. They're liking the temptation and they're embracing it. Also read the lyrics. More, I like it. Those are keywords. You're going to see this more later in
Man, I think
another
it's
MV.
disappearing.
Yeah.
Man, your things suck, bro.
Can you just use the arrow keys?
Yeah, I know. I was about to say. What the
Yeah.
hell, this guy?
All right. The world inside me
Good job,
crumbles.
Eisen.
Yeah.
He's smoking.
He's
The,
smoking.
the butterfly. He's smoking the butterfly. So we talk about the butterfly being symbol of death or the dark side or spiritual or MK Ultra mind control, mind manipulation. He's
They use like LSD and stuff.
yeah, and she's legitly smoking this butterfly. So you see the symbolism here? I mean, it's pretty obvious. It goes with the lyric as well.
The world inside me crumbles.
The world inside me crumble. In the sweet darkness, the witching hour descends. Okay, witching hour. We all know what that means. We all know what that is.
Was it
3:30.
3:30 or
Yeah.
3:20 something?
It's 3 something. I don't like
Yeah,
that
so-
time at all.
But I always stay up at that time.
I always wake up to pee exactly at 3:30, and it always pisses me off.
It's the
Literally.
witching hour, not the pissing hour.
I know, but that's the thing. I
Alright,
always go pee around that time.
look what they're doing here. Look what the members are doing here. They're chopping each other hair
chopping off each other
during witching hour. And look what happens next. It works.
It's not going. Arrow doesn't
You're not
work
over it.
either. No,
Oh,
it's,
this guy.
it's not me. It's when I zoom in, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to-
cool. That's cool.
That's the problem.
All right, see what happens here. See what's going.
Oh, wow,
what
wow,
goes
wow.
on here?
I don't
So
know.
that's-
Something melting.
No, that's
No,
all
they're
their
burning
hair.
the hair.
Ah, burning of the hair.
No, burning of all their hair. Look at the color of the hair. Each of them represent each of the hair members' hair that they just chopped off. See that glob in the middle, that blob thingy?
Yeah, it looked like a turd.
Exactly, and I don't know what it is. No other part in the MV where they show what that is. It's just for this scene only. That blob
Hey,
in the
zoom
middle.
in on it. I want to see what exactly is it.
What the hell
Is
is
there
that?
some sort of symbol there?
I don't know. It looked
No,
like
it's just a blob.
it looked like they all chop off their hair and King Min took a shit on. it.
Oh, that
Yeah,
that
King
looks
definitely
like
took a shit.
that looks like one of my nut or my shit. I
Oh,
don't know.
good lord!
That's his left nut.
Or,
But you notice it's
or
burned.
maybe it's just a melted candle because there's
It
fire.
could be an acorn too, you know.
Look like a fucking snail.
Snails are
Bring some-
delicious.
Okay, hold on,
Sacrifice,
don't
man.
move yet. So what does this picture tell you? Well, this is right after this is the witching hour.
I don't know. They burn stuff.
Doesn't it look
It's a
witchcraft?
ritual. It's a ritual.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Doesn't it
ritual.
look like some form of
And
witchcraft?
then they're gonna go to the
We
dark
oh
side.
wow 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 wow.
Yeah,
The lyrics don't matter on this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go next. Okay, so look
So
what
they,
they're
they
doing.
went from light to dark.
Look what's going
They're
on here.
embracing the dark side.
Okay,
They're
look
all
at this.
doing either horns or
Yeah, but look at the symbolism. 3 of them are puppeteer controlling the other 3 in the
Yeah, when
front.
you're doing this, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. But look at the 3 in the back. They're pulling the strings. They're controlling the 3 in the front because they said there's always a spirit inside. So the 3 in the front has 3 spirit possessing them from behind. So the 3 in the back is representing the one who's controlling the background, who's
I
pulling
gotta
the
say
string.
though, their dark side looks pretty hot though.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. I
That's how
always
they get
say,
you, man. That's
I always
how
say
they
the
tempt
dark
you.
side is where the
Also, hold
temptation
on.
is at.
Hold on. Also, Monkey, if you haven't noticed, you see the
Hey.
3 in the front with the horn thing? That
Uh-huh.
pose? Yeah, G Idol did that in Lion, the song Lion, they did that, and ITZY does that as well. That horn thing, that exact same pose, just like that. So again, the symbolism it varies, it goes around all of them. So next. Okay, let the festival I dare to imagine come alive. She opened a box. Inside that box is an apple. Again,
Apple
an
and a
apple.
butterfly.
And a butterfly came out of that box. So go next.
Oh man.
Maybe we should
There
stop
you go.
him again.
That's a lot of butterfly.
yeah.
That's a ton of butterfly. So that's a lot of brainwashing going on, Monkey.
Yep.
Now you see what's going on here. It's symbolic. It's design. It's by design. So next. Okay, let rise the shimmering light of destruction. Okay, there goes the lyric again.
Shimmering light, referring to that should not be named, except for when
Yes.
Tism says it.
Yep.
Well, you can name if you want, but it's
They are transparent.
they're transparent,
Like-
right?
You can see through to.
See, I wasn't wrong because I said like they're like ghost-like at that scene,
Yeah, but
and they
look,
were. It's
yeah,
just
light-
transparent.
and light of destruction. Remember, this song they're talking about embracing this thing, this feeling, this world or this desire. Light of destruction. Now go next. What happens after this? Don't agonize. Let go of the timid child. So they're basically saying let go of the innocence, let go of their younger self or their, you know how they started in white dress earlier. that represent the purity, and now they're going all dark and stuff. So yeah, let go of that child. So now they're moving on, and here's what happened next. Boom. Take me,
Trees
the
on
endless.
fire.
Exactly. So they burned
That
the
was
tree
the
of
tree
knowledge.
that has the apple.
The apple, that was the tree. So this is another ritualistic type, image. So they burned the tree. The apple itself is forbidden. That means the tree is also forbidden, and they destroyed the forbidden tree. So that's pretty much acting. It's symbolism. It's acting on the negative side of things, or to go against the rules. So next, and the cover eye thing. Yep, as we established earlier. Next, and this is the end of it for this video. There you go. You see on top of their head? Monkey?
They all have little crowns or horns.
That ain't crown.
They
Those are
have,
horns.
they have legit horns.
That's
on their
legit
head.
horn, yep.
I missed that when we watched it. I
Me
didn't see
too.
They all
that.
have legit horns.
Also,
on their
look,
head.
they all have different horn. It's not just the same. Look the shape of the horn.
Yeah, each of these horns are shaped different. Like this one goes out, this one goes inward. This one is more.
On the side of the head.
Yeah.
I like the one all the way to the right or to the left of the screen. That one, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
the
dope
50-50
horn.
chance.
Yeah.
But these are obvious. What's going on here, right, Monkey? As far as
Yeah.
whoever is making this, they know what they're doing. All right, so next video. Okay, so this is Monster with Red Velvet, Irene, and Soki. So okay, you got a evil entity crawling towards the other person. So let's go.
It's pretty hot.
And there you go. Again.
This was a very hot video. We all know that.
Oh yeah.
Very.
Oh,
yeah,
for
There
sure.
you go,
for sure.
the puppet master behind her again.
The puppet master behind her pulling the string. You see what's going on here? Now go next one. And
Just like the
all
other
these,
MV.
yeah. And these lyrics, I don't even know.
The
I'll,
lyrics dominate you.
I'll
Horribly.
horribly steal your heart and dominate you. How is that a good thing? So this is about a toxic relationship. So next. It's pretty toxic when this is the only message you're getting out of this. So under a single lighting, why are there two shadows? That's the lyrics. So
Talking about that.
yeah, they're talking about one being with two
Two
souls, two shadows. So like again, these artists who supposedly sign deals, they always, there's always a saying or an inside, theory, or they said that they're being possessed, or they said there's a soul inside of them ever since they signed the contract or whatever. So this is like that, or they could just reference that the manager is controlling or manipulating them and stuff. It could go either way, but the symbolism here is pretty straightforward. Someone is manipulating the other one. So I guess something else woke up inside me. There you go. We go back to that about whole accepting the temptation inside.
All I see are legs.
See, that's the thing though. You took apple juice too early, Monkey. I'm telling you, man. This is a science class. This is something you should. This is like a classroom right now. So I'm a little monster. Be scared of me. All right. So go next. So they're doing their thing, embracing each other and all that stuff. So here we go. I'm bothering you, making you dream only about me. See again.
What a succubus.
Yep.
Which I love succubus.
Yeah, and
bet
until
you
they suck
do.
you dry.
Yeah, they get suck you dry.
All right,
No,
go
until
next.
they show their true form, then I'm like, oh good shit.
Oh, by the
Their
way,
true
there's
form-
also,
their true form looks like Golem.
there's also
yeah, their
butterfly.
true form is horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, there's butterfly in the wall, by the way, on the wall.
let me die before you show me your true form. I can't.
All right, go next. I'll dance and play as I cast a spell, Monkey. A spell.
Spell.
Remember when I talked to Fizzin about how
Yeah,
SM doesn't write songs, they write spells.
they write spells.
So-
No,
They
because you know how
literally
spell
do.
works. You know how spell works. Spell is pretty much what do you call it? Like like
I think it's scientifically proven
There's-
that sound or words
Sound, yeah,
can
sound.
change behavior,
Yep.
yeah,
which
which is what spells is in a sense. So and that's what these musics are. They can embed spells into them. So
You
it's
believe
possible.
something. You believe
know?
something enough, you can make it happen with
Yeah.
words or symbols. It's up.
Yeah, and it's not just that. It's just how the universe works. It's
Yep.
based on sound. I don't hate this madness. I'm having fun. So this MV is pretty much them saying they like what they're doing. They like this. They like this negativity, this toxic feeling. They like it.
I like that angle.
Yeah. Now go next.
Yeah, King Bean hasn't had the apple juice, so
So you can't get out. Don't run away. You'll get hurt. You see what's going on here?
That's
all
pretty
these
hot.
like
So now
That is pretty hot.
there's only one small.
I'm not gonna lie.
no, we're not talking about how ugly they are. This video is not about that. And, and this
right.
video is not about how hot they are either. We already got that covered.
Yeah.
Right,
This
right,
video is about look what he's saying. This is what all these IL artists say when those people sign blood
You can't
contracts.
get out. Don't
You
run
can't get
away.
out.
You'll get hurt. No, it's
You'll
true.
get
You
hurt.
can't get
Exactly.
out.
You can't get out.
Yeah.
You come
So-
out with something, you'll be shish kebab the next day.
Yeah, but these are in the lyrics, and it's not just this. It's in in America, like hundreds
Yep.
of artists in the past that says the same thing. So it's coincide with each
Well,
other.
once you sign that deal, it's
The deed is done.
Yeah. See, look, you can't get out. Don't run away. You'll get hurt. Look at the skull head on the bottom. So, and she's pointing a gun at it.
that's
so,
hot though.
Yeah, that's for,
Well,
for sure.
that's yeah.
We've already
That's the
established.
temptation.
We already
That's the
established that.
temptation.
Go
Alright,
watch
next.
in the core episode 72.
All right, let's go. Next. There you go. I'm a
Yeah,
little
that-
monster.
Oh yeah, that was the
So
Flash
that's a succubus right there.
That's a pretty good
some sort of
succubus.
demon.
Okay,
Or
so
yeah, or straight up demon.
you know how when we talk about G-Friend earlier, Monkey, you saw the horn at the end of the video?
Yeah.
Well, this is another horn, symbolism. Of course, demons, demonic stuff come with horns. We know that, but the fact that they're linked to each other and they're different company and different artists, but these are 2020 released. Why do they share similarity this
Very
much?
and very similar to each other
Yeah, they're pushing
as
this.
far as like time frame.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. It's
Exactly,
like-
and lyrics too. And the lyrics is about embracing the negativity and the toxicness, feelings and desire. Look what they're doing. That's exactly what's happening. So next,
A little monster, and I like it.
on your body in a
It's
nightmare.
covering the one
Covering
eye.
one
thing
eye.
again.
I love her
Show
eye.
show only the
Yeah.
one eye.
And
Ooh, I
of
like her
course-
ear too. She has a nice ear.
All right, next.
Man, her skin's so smooth.
Look at these people.
Hold
on,
These guys are
man.
clown as
Easily
hell.
distracted.
Come
It's
on,
on
man.
you, man. That's
There
what
you
happens.
go. It's the spell ritual thing again.
She put the
It's a-
spell on
it's
you.
a spell, man. They got
Cy-
me.
Cypher's
They got
done.
me.
It's the puppeteer
Got-
thing again.
got 'em.
All right, go next. There's always one pulling the string in the back of the main one in front. There you go. Now we're in Blackpink. So this one is pretty easy. This is the
Yeah.
opening of the video. There's a statue, a decapitated statue right there with a black wing,
Wing.
and we all know black wings.
The arms, legs, and head is cut off.
And then go
With a
next,
black wing.
and they appear underneath it. So this is right in the beginning of the video. Right away they set the mood already. What's going on here? So there you go, bloody wall, and she's sitting there.
Yeah, this reminds me of that painting. The one with the
Yeah, I know the one with
with the
God reaching down.
God
Except this is
reaching
the
out,
opposite.
but there's no God here.
This is the sinister version of that. So I tried to reach out with both my hands, even though she's reaching out with one hand in the scene. Well, whatever. So zoom in real quick. Zoom in real quick. So this part I find
I wonder
interesting.
what those tattoos say.
No, this part I find interesting.
Yeah,
Zoom
I
in.
know.
No. See, look. It says, I look already. In the actual MV, when she moved her arm down, a piece of her shirt open and reveal more. It's SLU. SLU.
SLU. So
So if you add a T at the end, we all know what that spell is. Crazy. So,
SLU. Oh.
oh my God, King, we need to think.
Oh. Well, I have a wife now, so I have to be professional.
Do not have quit sullying your girl's good name by saying she married you.
All right. So
She
now-
married me. Mentally.
Okay,
Mentally.
Monkey, what's going on here again?
Again
Again,
in
with
this
the-
dark place. Light up the sky.
Notice they always talk about dark place and light up and light.
And they're one eye again.
One eye again, yeah. So next. Okay, plain
Now
Jane
we're
get
back to an
hijacked.
apple.
Back to an apple, yeah. And she said
Yeah.
plain Jane get hijacked. So what's plain Jane? Isn't that just normal?
Yeah, filler
Yeah,
people.
it's just like an average looking person, like higher up the good looking scale than us, but
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
exactly.
like
not like
Not-
beautiful.
not a Bob, but a Jane.
Yeah, so plain Jane get hijacked. It's pretty much it's as simple as that. It's
That is
pretty
a
much,
weird looking image too. Her
It is.
Yeah.
face is weird.
No, they did this on purpose. The lipstick was made that way too. It was made to be thicker than her actual lip. It's symbolic. Now go next. The day I fell without my wings. Monkey, what's that about?
Who fell without their wing, monkey?
Well, then when the angels got cast out of heaven and became demons.
Yep.
Exactly. This song's about being in the darkness and, fell down without wings. Now go next. So, those dark days where I was trapped. Trapped in what? Look at that pyramid or triangle in the background.
Mhm.
So next.
That's
should have
visual.
ended.
That is a
Oh,
legit.
she's beautiful.
That
man.
is an
That's
awesome
beautiful.
shot.
Queen,
Though.
focus. Don't get
Oh, sorry.
distracted.
So you should have ended me when you had the chance. Who is this message towards, Monkey?
Yeah.
If we're looking for a spiritual side, a religious side.
Well,
should have
if
ended
she's referring to being, cast out, then
Yeah.
she's
But she said you
referring
should have
to
ended
God.
me when you had the chance.
Yeah.
So this is referring to the person or the entity or God that kicked her out or kicked him out.
Right.
So yeah, so this
Yeah.
message, it's like a direct sending message. It's like, I'm gonna get back at you. It's one of those
Yeah.
things. That's not a good thing, by the way. So next.
Revenge is never really good.
Okay, so this is twice.
Blue butterfly.
Butterfly.
This
Blue
year as
butterfly.
well. This year as well. Blue butterfly.
It's the year of the butterfly and apple.
And the same theme. And the theme is pretty negative. More and more.
Yeah, more.
Snake.
Snake on a tree. Next.
It's red also.
Yep. When
That
you
looks
open
like
your
an
eyes.
eye.
Yeah,
Yep.
and she
That
said,
whole thing looks like an eye.
Yep.
That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
You open
That's
your
true.
eyes again.
And the lyrics say when you open your eyes again. Alright, go next. Let's see what. Okay, you are gonna be mine again. You see what's going on here? This is the same thing as what you saw in that Red Velvet earlier, and Blackpink. It's this
Same
whole
dialogue.
yeah.
Almost.
You are gonna be mine again. It's pretty much saying that they are gonna get you no matter what. You can't stop that. So next.
They got King Mean's wallet though.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
They had King Mean's wallet.
Had.
Okay, what's happening here?
Apple.
More.
Yeah.
What was
Remember
that?
that line earlier? I
Remember
showed
the
you?
line earlier? More? Yeah,
Remember
so
that
now
line
they're gonna
earlier?
More and more.
more and more.
In G friend, I wanted more. I like this. Or that G friend earlier. And now look at this. I wanted more.
Apple.
While they're eating the apple. So it's the same thing. It's not like
They want more of that forbidden stuff.
yeah, which is against the the whole thing, the whole point.
Oh,
of
eat
the,
it, Mina,
the
eat it.
theme. Don't want to stop. More and more. So again,
Is that are her eyes red in this one? Is that when she's got like the demon eyes?
No,
I never noticed that.
I never noticed that either.
It's supposed to be
Can
like
you
that.
zoom in, Cypher?
It looks pretty. It's pretty dark. I don't know,
Kind of-
like
Yeah, I
yellowish.
guess
Kind
they're
of
red.
golden.
Brownish color.
It's kind of
They look-
golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not my bias. I don't know what color eyes are.
Okay.
And then
so
the three
after
that ate the apple.
they go through a portal. This is kind of weird because the thing on top is designed from a certain angle. It looks kind of like a upside down Christmas tree or something.
It looks like it's dripping blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Why is this even in here?
Exactly, but
It
it's
seems
in
kind of
here.
off, according with the other.
Yeah,
stage or
they're doing the
level.
whole puppeteer thing again. So next, and of course,
That's straight up
Turned
blood.
red.
yeah, dipping whiteness into red, like what you saw J Friend earlier. They wore the white dress and then they went dark, and same with this. You know, and then blood coming out the apple and all that stuff. So next, okay, again the lyrics. Don't need your opinion, gonna steal your heart. So that's
Same
not
thing
good.
as the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
much.
We'll cast a spell on you. You're gonna be ours no matter what. Don't need your opinion. Gonna steal your heart. But also, this is a kind of negative message as far as message goes. You know, for the lyrics, because this is a toxic relationship if they're gonna force themselves on someone else.
Right.
Right. So we
Have
move
a
on to
choice, like they're saying.
yeah. Okay. So this GI though, this is the last one by the way that we're gonna cover for now. So it says I run into your arms, but does that look like by choice?
No.
That's,
Really?
that's a kidnap.
hmm
So they're being pulled into this contract. Now go next. I run into your arms and this is what happened.
Yeah,
So
cheers.
some ectoplasma,
Ectoplasma, son.
ectoplasma.
Ectoplasma, right.
Ectoplasm.
Notice what color she was wearing, by the way. Notice what color she was wearing.
I don't
earlier?
know. I didn't pay attention
That's
to that.
white.
White.
She was wearing
White,
white when
yeah.
she was dry. Go away. Now go
and
next.
now it's red.
No, just go next. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Being
She's
dyed.
being
That's
covered.
the
in
bad
red.
type of ectoplasma.
Yeah.
That's-
So
I was drawn into the music and fall right into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very heavy on the symbolism. It's pretty straightforward, actually. Now go next. help me, as if I'm out of breath, I feel. So this is the thing again. This is what most of these contract artists who throw out demonic symbolism, they always ask for help in their lyrics. If you haven't noticed. If you've seen other artists in the past, they put it in their lyrics.
Even artists in America,
Yeah.
they have that as well. Like they're asking their fans for help in their lyrics
Yeah, they're asking for help, legitly asking for help. So next.
because they're trapped.
Yeah. So set me free, as if I'm gonna melt. So sick. So they're stuck. Even though earlier they said they run into this, but they're being dragged into this according to the imagery. So next, and they're suffering. And this, I don't even know what this is. Fall head over heels, and you toy with my heart. So you can say they fell into a toxic relationship. Remember I said these themes of all the past MV that we talked about earlier, about being in a toxic relationship or with whatever. But look what's going on here.
I don't know what that is.
No, it sounds like they're the victim. And then, but go next. Dangerous, yet I want to own it and hold on to this pain. You see that? It goes with the exact same theme that we covered earlier of all the other MV about them embracing the
This stage looks
temptation.
This stage looks familiar. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen it somewhere before.
I don't even know what's going on here. I don't even know. It's weird. And then go to the next one. Okay, this is horror movie straight up. So oh my God, she took me to the sky. So there you go.
That's straight up.
You don't need to really look for the symbolism or any imagery in this one. That was just straight up. So oh God, how could you put me into this temptation? Is it a call from hell? So Monkey, see what's going on here? They're not even kidding. They're not even like hiding.
They're not even hiding.
Look, it's legitly saying, put me into this temptation. Is it a call from hell? And they said temptation, like earlier, G-Friend and all the other group before, talking about how temptation, they are embracing temptation. But from a message perspective, or as lyrics goes, how's that a good thing? From a message thing.
Right.
So, can't stop, how could I get away from her? So in this one specifically, this goddess is a her. So I'm assuming this is the spirit contract. If we're going by the symbolism reading thing.
On the weird picture earlier that we couldn't really figure out, there was a female figure kind of dancing in the background, and that's what's happening here too.
Yeah, but look at all the people below. There's just worshiping this
Reaching
figure.
out,
Yeah. So next.
Reaching out with really creepy hands.
Yeah, and she's approaching that thing.
Yeah, well, we've all seen King Mean's hands. They're pretty creepy.
Okay,
Hey,
can't be
man.
controlled, just like sugar-coated drug. So whatever this thing is, temptation or whatever, cannot be controlled. Sugar-coated drug. So basically what they're saying is that it's bad, but it's also sweet. So again, embracing temptation, which is a strange message for all these K-pop groups to suddenly go with. So
All kind of at the same time.
yeah, at the same time.
Yeah,
If this
I'll pay the
is a
piper.
sin, yeah, if this is a sin, I'll then pay the piper. So this is pretty much saying that they're going with it. They just gotta roll with it. They're just gonna roll with
Yes, they don't
do
care
like
what
her
the consequences are.
I do like her one eye.
it. Again, the symbol. All right, so next. Yeah. So Justin said the symbolism of duality is prevalent in the occult and throughout some of these MV. Yeah, exactly. We just covered this. Like,
Hey, Justin.
you have like people, or you have another entity behind pulling the string and manipulating the one in front. So what does this say, Monkey? The lyrics.
Insanely beautiful, yet seems like a devil.
There you go. And we talk about these are being demonic symbolism and devil-like, and they just drop the devil right in the lyric itself. Blaze up like fireworks, love you till I would get burned. So this is about
She went the crow over
the
here.
crow for sure.
No, the crow would be like Edward Furlong, who put
With
Sharpie on his
with
eye.
Sharpie. All right, go to the next.
I hate
This is more like if you ever watch Supernatural,
Yeah,
when the angel leave the vessel body, or the devil leave the vessel body, like your eyes get like shot out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because they see the spiritual.
So
in
here's
it.
a
Yeah.
white apple.
Yeah, here's an apple. Oh my God, she showed me all the stars. So she is
Another
referring to-
apple.
Yeah,
and
who
another-
is she?
No, she was that floating thing.
Yeah,
That-
I don't
that
like
creep-
that she.
Creepy
You don't like
floating
that.
thing. Again, apple. We're
Another
talking
apple.
about the symbolism. So
It's
we're
a
back
white
at the
one now.
symbolism. Yeah.
The
Red
privileged
nail
apple.
polish too.
It's the privilege apple.
Nah. Okay, so and spread across the entire sky.
That's
so
an angel.
what's going on here? Like if you zoom in, I don't even know what's
I
going
don't
on.
know. It's pretty creepy.
There's a
Okay.
star.
Yeah,
Yeah, a 5-point star.
5 point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's upside down.
It's an upside down
It's,
pentagram.
Yeah, almost like a pentagram.
Yeah. So that's symbolism in
All
itself.
worshiping.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
in that specific line and formation on purpose. So it's not like it's part of a, it's not like it's random choreography. It's like it's by design. And
Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I kinda
whatever
like
people
it.
say, fall in love. Yeah. So basically, pretty much what they're saying is just again, like we've been saying, roll with it.
Roll
Is she
with it.
There's
kissing
what
her
they're-
nose? What is that?
Whispering.
Who's
stuff.
whispering?
Huh?
Remember, one is always controlling the other, according to
Oh,
these.
they're whispering. I thought she's like eating the nose or something.
No,
I'm a nose
uh,
guy.
Oh man, that only happens in LA.
All right, next.
Wait, what is on her ring here? Or
That's
That's an
that's
eye.
straight up an eye, man.
That's an eye.
Might as well be.
That's an eye.
Hmm.
Good lord. Good eye.
I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what it's
Uh,
saying.
I don't want to say that. That might be a spell.
Monkey, what is that? What language? Monkey is too drunk to read.
No, I don't.
You don't know what that is, huh?
I don't think. No, it's ABIMOPECTORI. Or no,
I
Or E. It could be a
E.
E.
An
Yeah,
E.
no, it's a E.
That's an E.
I don't know what
Pictore?
it is.
Pectore. Yeah, I think I've heard that.
um,
I've heard that once in
this is I
Hellraiser.
think, yeah, it might be some. I don't know.
Is that like French? Is that like French?
Almost sounds Latin.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
Latin. It sounds Latin.
Well, it makes sense if they're going
Because
demonic.
pectore, that sounds like Latin.
Yeah, so next.
E.
Oh my god, she took me to the sky. This time she melt, literally.
I
Remember
don't-
I was talking about the theme of them
That's-
the theme of them wearing white and then being dyed in red, being drowned in redness.
There you
And the
go.
So, Google says it means from the bottom of my heart,
whole- Okay.
From the bottom of my heart.
and it is Latin. Yeah.
Okay. So why she melt? What's up with that? This look like straight up Evil Dead stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's some hidden stuff in these rocks.
Yeah.
I don't think those are rock. Those are those white girl that was bowing earlier. They all melt into each
Oh,
other.
yeah, I
They
think
look
so.
like bodies.
Yeah.
They're all melting to each other. That's demonic right there. That one's straight up.
Corpses.
This one you don't need to look for it. It's just right in front of your face. So this, I don't know what this is either.
It's a bunch
Oh
of
my god,
cross.
she took me to the sky. But the way they filmed, the way they framed this,
The black cube is also a
Yeah.
symbol.
yeah. And
Black
then
cube is a no-no.
no next. Well, the company's cube. What do you expect?
No, that's true.
I was drowned into the music and fall right into it. So again, it's pretty much saying they were lured into this, according to these lyrics. If you're looking from the symbolic perspective, demonic symbolic, so I was drawn into the music and I fall right into it. So pretty much, that's that. We're not going
This the
to.
last one?
Yeah, this is the last one. We're not covering any of the boy group for reasons. I don't want to waste time screenshotting the boy group. So but the point. Those were just reference points. So the point we're trying to make is that you notice the consistency, the pattern.
It's there. It's definitely there.
And this is all
obvious.
this year. Yeah, these are all this year. They share the same
Yeah.
theme about the forbidden, about accepting, the dark side and the temptation, and how they want to cast a spell on you and you can't do anything about it. And they said you have no choice but to follow them and all that other stuff. And then everybody is all pure and innocent until they turn dark. So they all started the video wearing white, and then after that they all died into red. And it goes with the theme of the video. And then you got the butterfly, and then you got the apple, and then you got the whole hell. They legitly mention hell and devil and
And the one eye.
the horn, the one eye symbolism and the horn. So if you're looking for those symbolism, yes, they are there. And also now let's get to why do they have these symbolism? And let's say, for example, that their management company signed deals with the devil and to make them go popular and all that stuff. The devil itself, or entity of the devil, or those who worship the devil, why would they invade South Korea or K-pop in general? Monkey, do you know why?
All
Because
market.
No, because K-pop or Korea in itself, South Korea, it's like the biggest Asian Christian country.
You ever heard of Korean Jesus?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
among all the Asian country majority, like on that side, South Korea is like a very big Christian country, right? And you know how the devil operate, right? Forces of the devil work against Christianity. You know how they operate. They go where Christianity thrive. So it makes sense why instead of J-pop and other country stuff, they would specifically go after K-pop for two reasons: popularity because it spread to the masses.
There's a theory that around when K-pop starts going global and become a big hit, there's a theory that I can't say the word. Those guys, did you know who they are?
Pluto.
The
Just say Pluto.
I people.
The I people.
So there's a story about them going from here to there and then starting a movement there, and that's probably explain why there's a explosion.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, also because again, they want to go after, you know,
Uh-huh.
Christianity and Christian, and the teaching itself, and we all know that. I mean, this is the whole forbidden the apple thing and the temptation. But in these videos, they saying it's okay, right? Isn't that what they're saying? Based on
Yeah,
the
it's okay
lyrics.
to give in to the
Yeah.
give in everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty much obvious. And usually when you hear these stories about artists and music video that has symbolism, like sometimes you would have to look for the symbols, right? But these one are pretty straightforward. Like it's actually there, like the
They're
horn at
slapping
the
you in the
end.
face with them.
Yeah, I mean like okay, what are let's look at the coincidence. What are the odd chances that SM, JYP, YG, and Cube Entertainment this year in 2020? What are the chances of them decided to wake up one day and be like, let's all go devil, like Apple, let's go, Blue Butterfly, Horn from G Friend and Red Velvet, let's just go. Like what decided for all these companies to wake up one day and be like, 2020, this is the year we show it off. Like, what are the odds of that? They're not even year apart. They're not even year apart. They're just going all out. They're like, this year we drop everything. Like, let's just put it in front of people's faces.
It's
We're
either
in
this
the end
year
game
or
now.
yeah, it's either this year or never.
Yeah,
This
we're in
is
the
the
end
year,
game.
2020.
It's
It's
gonna
the
be
end game.
biblical.
This is where crazy shit happens, man.
Biblical, man, biblical. So I get it. Some people will be like, how do you get the end game out of all these theories or screenshot that you guys presented? I mean, other people on the internet do theory video all the time about K-pop, right? Like how some song is a love song about their fans and some is about their mom or parents or whatever. But we're doing our own theory video in this video. This video itself could be considered a theory video. So what we're saying here is a theory. So again, late disclaimer. You know what's funny? We should say this in the beginning of the video, but no one watches this anyway.
No
So
one gives a fuck.
late disclaimer. This is just our theory. So everything that we just presented is just our theory, and it's everybody else's theory who look into these things. I
Right.
mean, they share the view as well.
I mean, it's just obvious signs. So
Yeah, it's just obvious signs. I mean, like you can't say a horn means anything else but a horn. That's exactly what it means. And then when you have the symbolism that goes with the horn, and then it just backs itself, like
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty blatant.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. And then the lyrics too. It's not like the lyric is saying, if someone don't love you, let them go and stuff. No, it's not saying that. It's saying force them to be with you, put a spell on them, and make them yours.
Right.
But that's toxic.
Well,
That's a
yeah.
toxic relation. That's a hell of a toxic relation. But in the song, it says it's okay to have that, like give into it. Of course, that's why they eat the apple. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean,
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
there's a
it's just
comment-
sketchy
There's
as
a
hell.
comment coming up too.
Yeah,
this is what
comments coming up.
comments.
There you go.
This potential, okay. The fact that y'all is talking about this a lot because a lot of K-pop artists show
Yeah.
more satanic things in their MV, especially BTS. Yeah, BTS. We talked about that earlier. So Monkey, let's talk about BTS real quick. They became super big with Blood, Sweat, and Tears, right? There's a song called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and in that song itself, the imagery, if you're just looking at the symbolic, it looks like they're doing satanic and it's pretty much like demonic. It looks demonic if you're looking from that perspective. You can see it. So statue with the green blood, and they have green blood. They kiss the statue, black wings, and then how blood, sweat, and tears, right? Sacrifice. and all
And
that
also,
stuff.
also like what all those masks that they have on, those masquerade masks that
Yeah.
that you see in the what's that movie? Forgot the name of that movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the one with Nicole Kidman and
Yeah,
Eyes White.
that's some
Eyes
eyes
Wide
wide
Shut.
shut
Yeah.
shit going on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So yeah, as Justin here was saying, and Dior Love said, a lot of K-pop show mad satanic things in their MVs. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we were talking about earlier. So Justin said there is potential in between experiencing extreme polarity, contrast, and sight, sound. The sense can trigger emotion subtly powerful. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Totally agree.
this is not a new thing in K-pop, by the way. It dates back to early 2010 or whatever.
Long time
I think
ago.
it starts. I
Long
think it
time
really
ago.
starts at around 2011. I think
2011,
that's when I
2012.
start to see a lot of like upside down cross and other
Yeah,
It's out of the norm stuff that
other,
they usually wear.
yeah.
And by the way, you notice a lot of more in their stage performance. They have like pyramids in the background. They have the eyes, all seeing eye in the background.
Yeah, it's really sketchy, man.
Yeah, it's sketchy because they even decorate their stage
There's
when they
there's a
perform.
legit one with a pyramid and an eye in the middle of the pyramid, and that's just straight to your face.
It's straight to your face. And you don't do stuff like that for aesthetics. I mean, you don't do things like that for aesthetic unless it means something, unless you think it means something, or unless you worship it, which a lot
Or
of
you're
these
trying to
theories.
trigger a reaction.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, why would you even want to trigger a reaction? And what's even more suspicious is that there's there's that whole thing that if you sold your soul to the devil, you become popular. And look at these artists. Look at the pattern. They do become popular.
Well, in a way, when you're in the music industry, you do sell your soul to the devil. I mean,
Yeah.
even if the devil doesn't like
Isn't like the
isn't
devil
there,
devil.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
you're still selling your soul to some
Some
douchebag
Yeah, some
executive
tell you what to do.
and producers and
But the
stuff.
only problem is the douchebag here in this case actually is worshiping the devil.
Yeah.
Because if not, they wouldn't throw these symbolism, like for no reason. Like you don't just wake up one day and be like, I'm a Christian guy, I own this artist, I'm gonna tell them to wear upside down cross. None of that make any sense.
There's a couple K-pop artists back then that wear an upside down cross even though they're Christians, and I always find that kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then
It's- Well, like,
Thanks,
Come
Justin.
I mean, I'm sorry. Let's go back to Shiny and that song Lucifer.
yeah, Lucifer is literally in the title.
it's-
So Shiny has a song called Lucifer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, Shiny. Did I say? I don't remember.
No, you
Shiny,
said,
you said
you
Shiny.
said
I
Shiny.
said-
You said
okay,
right.
good, good,
so,
good.
so Shiny has a song called Lucifer. FX has a song called Electric Shock. Electric Shock. So Electric Shock.
Electric shock therapy.
Is the thing they used back in those days, and also it's for MK Ultra.
Yeah,
Technique
mind control.
and mind control, and all that stuff. Because human brain can be manipulated. It's science. It's not a
No,
theory.
it's what they do is they do. It's also known as, for those who don't know MK Ultra, it's also known as a CIA secret
Yeah.
hidden project.
It's for manipulating the
Shit they
mind.
test back then. It's been
Breaking-
proven. It's
breaking
been
people-
It's
Oh,
a
documented.
basically a mind control project.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way mind
They
control
break-
works is they
they break
break
your
down
mind
your
into-
mind.
A bunch of
First they
pieces, and
break
then
it, and then they
control you.
program it, and
Yep.
then you're under, and then they insert a specific code that can trigger you.
Because Winter Soldier style.
Yep.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I mean,
everybody
you've
knows.
seen it
Alright.
in movies, and you think it's fiction, but
It's
they
not.
did
It's-
it back then.
It's
Oh,
documented.
It's all based on an actual project, which is also referenced in a government website.
And then I think they release stuff to the public or to certain people like on purpose to put into movies
Yeah.
because they can be like, oh no, that wasn't real. That was just in a movie.
Well, that's what they
It's the
call
Men in
it.
Black thing again. It's the Men
Well,
in
yeah.
Black
What's
thing.
that term for it? There's a term for it where they I forgot what it's called, but they put stuff in there so they can use that specific excuse. Like, no, you just saw it in a movie. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole point of it is
Or
so
in a
to filter.
cartoon or
It's
any
what you
type
call,
of
I
media.
mean, when the MK Ultra stuff get really popular on the internet, and people start sharing links and government files and stuff, they made a movie about it. Just to
American Ultra.
just to redirect
No.
people's attention somewhere else.
It's
Yeah, they.
No, a
It's-
filler movie. They made a filler movie to redirect.
that's what they do.
attention
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else.
And you could be right. I mean, that's what they do. It's what is it called? It's hidden in plain sight. It's
It's
just
to get people familiar with it,
yeah.
but so that but familiar
So if
with
you
it
come
and
out and you
associate it to
comfortable.
fiction.
Yeah, you come out and you talk about it too. They can use the excuse of, oh, you watch too much movie. You know,
You got it
that's
from a
If
movie.
you, we can even. I know this is all one of our favorite movies, but the freaking Mandela Effect movie.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, and that shit's stupid.
That shit is
Like
stupid.
they
Yeah,
they release stuff like that, low
hmm
budget crap,
hmm
storyline, just so that like when someone brings up the Mandela Effect, you could be like, oh yeah, they made a movie about that. Let's go
yeah,
watch a movie because then we'll
yeah.
know what it's all about. And you go
And
watch that crap.
you
and
know
then you
what's
don't
the
believe it.
easiest? One of the easiest things to get people into doing certain things that they don't even know that themselves are doing is to cause a trend, right? It could be anything from movie, it could be anything from TV shows, music. You mean to tell me you're not influenced by any of those media? Then you're lying to yourself, because as much as music can, I think it can manipulate you even worse, because you're listening to it, not seeing it, but your mind, your conscious is listening to it.
Well, music is what you listen to every day. Even if you don't
Right.
intend to listen to it, you still hear it.
Exactly.
Like you
It'll
go walk
affect
down
you
the
one way
street,
or another.
you hear a car drive by, bumping up to some, radio, whatever. That's
Yeah.
music that you hear.
Yep.
Now
Instead
imagine
of-
if you can
can't
put
say
spell in there. Now imagine if you can insert
It's
spells in.
easy.
All you need
music.
like a few seconds, a glimpse of
Sub-
it.
sub-
and
subliminal message.
Wasn't there a record back then? Like if you play it backward,
Backwards,
it's
yeah.
Play it backwards,
it actually
yeah.
says something.
There's a bunch of them.
It's pretty crazy because when it says something, the alphabet is
But
not in the same
that,
word.
the thing is that's like nearly impossible. Like
Because the alphabet,
to play it backward, but it speaks perfect
English,
message back
message,
at you, which
perfect
is
message, and the alphabet is not even the same. Like for example, yes, when you read it backward, it's it should be obvious. It should be like say like yes, yes, and then you read backwards say. But in these magical record thing, when you read yes backward and when you rewind it backward, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say like
I
the
think
word.
it's because the
It says a
syllable that
completely
they
different word.
use and the way they stretch it out.
Okay, so Justin
Yeah,
is
could
saying.
you like slow it down
So,
or whatever?
so,
Yeah.
so pop
Yeah.
up what Justin's saying. Nugu Group said, "Watch. It turns out all these videos were made by the same company. That's pretty funny
Well-
because then all the fan wars and all the competitions it's just a
I mean,
it's just
like,
a play.
if you think about it, if they all there's like what 3 different groups or 3 different companies, they all can be under the same company.
the same
Yeah,
puppet
it's just
master.
branch into 3 to
Yeah.
make it. It's the choice, the illusion of choices.
Illusion of choice.
Right.
Yeah.
And even if it's not an illusion of choice, they're still working for the same agenda.
Exactly, to
As you
get to
can
the
see.
same
Get the
goal.
real food pyramid.
And there's lots of
Yeah.
evidence too. Like in America, there's a bunch of different companies, but some of those companies are like bunched up in different branches of the
Like
same
100
bigger company.
company, all
big-
leads
bigger
all leads
corporation.
down to 6 major companies.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
And those
It's
six
owned
major
by
company
the
are
company.
buddies.
but you
Grocery
don't.
store,
And those 6
you go
major
to the
company are
grocery store,
buddies.
You see hundreds and hundreds of companies presented.
Yeah.
Still.
And then some people is like, so it only lead to 6 major company. It doesn't. That still mean that it's still a
But
choice.
the 6 major company is also in line with each other.
Each other.
Exactly.
So-
So
There's-
since they're buddies, what's the point? So
And
Justin,
not friend kind.
you
yeah.
know.
So Justin is saying, glad that you guys are looking into this occultism and K-pop. Interesting crossroads of topic. Great work. Thank you, Justin. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're open to these things. I mean, we see it for what it is. I mean,
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yeah, we're not blind like fanboys of whatever groups we like. Like,
Yeah, and we're not telling people to boycott them because ooh,
No,
they're the
we're
devil.
just, we're
no,
just
we're
trying
just
to
saying
point out
there
this
are
is what we
symbolism.
see.
There are
Yeah.
symbolism, and they are there. And you
They're
can, yeah,
there.
sure, you can look at it in different direction, like interpret it a different way, which is fine. But we're just saying that's what these symbols are. You know, they have
Yeah.
connection.
we just want to present the information, and then you make your own
Yes.
decision for yourself.
Mhm.
We're not
Like-
trying to manipulate or anything.
Yeah, like they said, plant the seed. You know, plant the seed.
No, it's
So, like,
it's
for example,
called.
if someone never see these symbol before, now that they've seen this video, and then when they go watch the next video and see someone with a horn, they know that. They're like, aha, I caught it.
See-
I caught that horn. It's like,
See
you
how
plant the
many
seed.
see how many music video has this or this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
look for it.
There's
not
so
just in
many of them.
K-pop, but
Yeah.
every,
Any
overall.
music
it's
genre,
the
like, in
entire
America.
music industry, man.
Yeah.
But it makes sense though because I read a while back. I read that the Lucifer was a ministry of music.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make sense if he ruled the music industry, like because he was the minister of music.
Yeah, I mean, you know, gotta share that talent, you know.
Mhm.
Ever since
Yeah.
he got booted down, gotta share that talent.
Right.
That's why we have such cool music as yeah, that's all him.
Those ones just no talent douchebag.
It's just random beats. Came out of
So
someone's ass.
Though some Illuminati music in the '90s is pretty dope though.
That was pretty good. It's pretty good.
pretty
They
good.
have some good
I
stuff.
gotta say.
So Justin H said Brown Eyed Girl, Sixth Sense.
Oh,
Sixth
Brown
Sense,
Eyed Girl, straight up, man.
another interesting MV dating back to 2011. Yeah, that's
Brown
Yeah,
Eyed
that's
Girl
when
is
that's
so
when you start to
easy.
see that's when you start to see the shift of symbolism and other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm not saying any of this because I think we're on to something here, but I wonder if it has anything to do with them trying to like a lot of my friends and everybody haven't really been exposed to K-pop, so when I talk to them about it, they go, "Oh, they just think the bubblegum silly, like, you know,
The
that's
generic stuff, yeah. The generic stuff that they think.
I kind of wonder if that, like, they did that on purpose, set it up to be all silly and kind of goofy at the beginning, so that so people could discredit it, and then they could like slip into this, slip into the more.
Well, they were never
well,
K-pop
to
were
me-
never bubbly, goofy. They were always
It's a mix.
It's a mix.
It's variety.
It's
Well,
always
Right,
been a
right.
mix.
But what I'm saying is, what most people that aren't exposed to it have.
Well, they have the wrong
styles.
impression or
Right.
ideas.
Is that Wawa June?
Yeah, because it's like pretty much what Monkey is saying is that like some people they get exposed to the popular stuff like Twice and BTS, but the popular stuff can come off as bubbly, depending on the song that you see. So and since they push it, since the popular one are the easiest one to notice, people impression is based off of those popular ones.
Right.
So
Well,
they tend to go with that.
You were talking about BTS, right? Like the Blood, Sweat, and Tears MV or whatever. Have they done another one anything near that? Everything since then has been like
Well,
Fake Love came like
yeah,
somewhere in between.
that's one of
Fake
the
Love,
first
at the end of
one
Fake
where
Love, you saw what happened with the black robe, the exchange of contract, and the brick landing on them, killing them. So
there's
a
a lot of
sacrifice.
There's a lot of
symbolism.
there's a lot of their later MV that they wear those masks too.
Yeah, and the one about
can we see what
yeah.
Dior Love. There you go.
In 2018, BTS did a performance, and it was weird because they had the same exact mask and robe, just like the Eyes Wide Shut movie.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Where they show you
Yeah.
how Illuminati does rituals. They do, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Symbolism.
It's that was the first thing I saw when I saw that music video, and when they did that, I was like, oh, okay. Are these guys popular because of their music, or are they popular for another reason? Because prior,
Like the
sorry,
first.
for me,
go
prior
ahead.
to K-pop again, I don't know BTS. Before that,
Until
it was
you go to a store in America and you see.
until I see them, I'm like, okay, this is out of nowhere. Never in my mind or in my lifetime I thought K-pop would be. Yeah, never in my lifetime where I thought K-pop would be that big to be in trending worldwide. Because I used to listen to like HOT and SES back in the days, like first gen shit.
Well, until you sell to the Illuminati, and then.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
real big.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing that surprised me when I saw that music video. I was like, that's really interesting because Dior Love said, like, that's straight up Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Yeah, which is a
What's
ritualistic.
funny about Eyes Wide Shut is that movie has been discredited as such a piece of crap. Nobody likes it. Blah blah.
Right.
But
Well, of course, that's what people are going to say about it when they're showing you kind of inside.
Yeah. No one wants to talk about it. People fear, the old saying, people fear what they don't understand, the fear of the unknown thing. It's like,
Well, not just that, but there's like legit reasons to be afraid of a lot of this stuff. I mean, let's go to Epstein just for a second.
you want to go there? Okay, that's fine.
I'm just saying,
That's fine.
like, no, this is it's happening right in front of our faces, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Yep.
The judge that is on his case, her son,
kids got shot and
her
killed.
son got shot by a FedEx guy, and husband as well. Husband's still barely holding on, but it's like, you think that's a coincidence?
It's not.
Like, he's
It's
working
not.
on that case.
It's not a
and
game, man. It's not a game.
It's
These
not a
guys are
game.
serious. They want to keep that lid shut.
but what makes it
All
scary?
it is, still do it. You don't give a shit.
But what's scary is like back in the day. I feel like this kind of stuff's been going on forever. But
Yeah.
back in
It
the
is.
day,
It's just now.
it was more clandestine, more secret, more behind the scenes. Now they're just doing it
It's
right
just that
in
their
front of all
time
of
is
our
up.
faces.
Well, they know their time is up.
God gave
There's
them a certain amount of time, and their time is up. So
there's
they're just
plus
going.
there's also other group that's jumping in, and
Yeah.
there's a big war behind the scene now, and they don't have the luxury to hide anymore. Now they have to do what they have to do.
Yeah.
And if they want to fake something, they gotta fake it right on the spot. I mean, they got the media behind them, they got the music industry behind them,
I mean,
the
we
movie
have-
industry. It's just like they have everybody behind them.
All the elites, powerful elite that everybody knew about, but no one does anything. It's all getting exposed, like Harvey
It's-
Weinstein
It's
and
done.
other people, and they're all going down, man.
So my question is this: what happens? Like, what happened to their protection?
I know
It's
they used to
over.
have protection.
Yeah.
So
They're-
what happened?
Well,
happened?
from what I've heard, after December 21st, 2012, all the reptilian, most of the spaceship actually left.
Well,
there-
they
no, there
believe in
was-
the
there was-
reptilian.
No, there was a lot of
Okay,
talk.
I talked about Epstein. Now you're going even deeper.
Right. No, like there was a lot of talk about that, and the reason is the whole level thing. They can't be in the same level as the
frequency.
vibrational field
Yeah,
now.
frequency.
The frequency now, the positive outbeat the negative. So, you see all these negative stuff in the news. That's because they wanted you to show.
They want to bring it back.
But 90% of people are pretty positive nowadays. They know what's going on, and it's an interesting
So-
time, and
So let's
they
say
have no
you're a
backup.
vampire.
They have no
Let's-
backup. That's why.
Let's say you're a vampire and you feed off of energy, not blood, negative energy. You can only feed off negative energy. If you don't have negative energy, you die. What happened to that entity if in a planet that doesn't have much negative energy?
There's nothing
They
for you.
can't
You'll
feed.
be starved.
They can't feed.
Yeah,
So that's why they
So
have
you
to
have to
leave.
manufacture hate.
Hate. Create hate in order to get that energy going.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing.
Yep.
And
Right
we
now
see
they're
why
desperate.
we see why they're desperate. We see why they're pushing. So it's pretty crazy. And again, I know people can be like, I doubt anybody even watch this, but if people do watch this and they'll be like, you guys are discrediting these K-pop artists' talent. They work their
We're
ass
not.
off.
We're not.
We're not.
Notice
Also-
we haven't said it's them. It's the
No, it's the
producers,
producer.
It's the,
Yeah.
the artists
company.
have very little control.
It's the
over
man
this.
behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And also, we're not talking about the symbolism and deals making them popular by signing these deals, make them popular. We're not talking about they have no talent. That's why they're popular or
I
whatever.
mean,
We're
the
talking-
artist is not responsible for what the what's in the music video. Whoever directing the music video is responsible
Yeah.
for what
And that's what we're
was
talking
add
about.
into the video.
whoever directing the music video. And by the way, producer. So I learned recently, Monkey, producer of BTS, said that he got inspiration from spirits. So apparently, if that's the case, it is what it is.
So Satan's to blame for chicken noodle soup because I'm pretty sure it's not. It's not.
That,
No,
that
that's
could
just a
be
cover, man. That's just a
That's just
cover.
a cover, which got popular by social media. But then again, social media is a tool for these
Social media is a bad
people
tool.
to use. It's a tool to spread whatever they want to spread, whether it's hate.
But
whether
again, it's
whatever.
kind of like the double-edged sword. It's bad, but then you can also spread good stuff.
to expose.
Yeah.
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 Social
Except
media
for
can be
Twitter.
used to expose.
Twitter's not good.
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
have
for
Twitters. I do have Twitters, but I don't go
Twitter-
there much.
Twitter is toxic because
Twitter is-
it also
it's-
goes to the same rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where you
It's
get the
also
news.
double-edged.
The
mean,
thing
that's
about
what you
Twitter is that it's toxic. I don't really post anything there, but the thing is that everything like goes there first before it gets to the mainstream.
Yeah.
Like I can read stuff on Twitter and then like 2 or days later it's on the news. So you get the news first.
You get stuff
or whatever.
faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's not always necessarily correct news, but you get the source
yeah,
faster.
It's information, like I said. It's not
You get
about
the
source.
information faster.
You make it up
information-
yourself.
The information is more important than the source because it doesn't matter where you get the source or
Yeah,
what
and
source that came
On
from.
top of that too, signing the devil or not, I think K-pop as an industry, it's bad the way it is right now. Everybody heard about the slave contract.
Slave
Everybody
contract.
knows about the slave
Slave-
contract, and I didn't know this until recently. Until I watched more video about people talking about the slave contract. It's like what, like 15? It could be anything from 10 to 15 years contract. So if you're like your 20s, you're not going to get out of K-pop until you're like 40. But that's not counting the training time. So the clock doesn't start until you debut. So even if you spend 10 years promoting, it doesn't start until
was
10
the
years
devil.
after.
That was straight up devil.
Yeah, that was straight
That's
up a
straight
demon.
up
Yeah,
devil,
that's
man.
some sort of.
Demonic
So-
shit's what that was.
You think I?
So yeah, so
that
so
was
it starts after you debut, not start before. So we're all
right. So
10
all
years
your
of-
training,
a
all
lot
those
of
years.
people, a lot of like people talk about the slave contract thing as
And
well,
that's
and
not
even
even-
even some previous like trainee or artist that's not so popular that got out, they talk about that as well.
And then you can look at the racism
Yep.
in K-pop.
There's
within
a lot of
within
that.
K-pop. You know, like hey, you're not Korean, you don't belong here.
Yeah.
In K-pop, you know, the way the behind the scene, what goes on behind the scene, all that bullying and all that stuff. So Justin is saying, no fear, universe. Methinks works in cycle. We are coming up from a dark period. We are waking up, if you will.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We are waking
Was
up.
it from dark to light?
Yep. Great
Definitely
awakening.
from
Everyone's
dark to
waking
light.
up.
The awakening is
The
happening,
Great
man.
Awakening.
The awakening is real.
Yeah. Remember we
people
did
are
a
feeling
podcast
it.
on that. We did a podcast
Yeah.
on that a while
I'm
back
totally
about,
feeling it.
about you know, what do you call it? We have a title for that podcast about being awakening, how society is like wakening up.
Another thing too about bad about K-pop is like, I didn't know this, but the artist doesn't get that much really. Like, that one guy, I forgot his name, but he said the company make 90% and they would make 10%, and they as in if a group. So 10% goes to the group. So if you have like 9 people, your percentage is like super low of how much you bring home.
You have to split that 10%.
Yeah. So you're not making like. That's why I didn't understand when a lot of people told me how much they make, because my ex used to tell me that they don't make that much, that I make more money than them. I'm like, what? That can't be true. But now I'm doing the math. I do make a lot of more money than them, so, which is sad because
Not
They
the
put so
popular
much-
one though, but
Not the popular
because the popular one gets
But I'm pretty sure BTS is doing just fine.
right.
Beyond fine.
Yeah, they got backup. They got
Yeah,
support.
that's the
different.
thing. Yeah.
So we got an interesting comment by New Goo Pop. I'm not sure what this means, that quotation, but
Emanation of the Escalon.
yeah.
I think that means Escalon.
So the
The conscious drive toward basically
Day.
people trying to force the end of days upon us, which is, I mean,
Yeah.
the last line's kind of the
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, if I can't have it,
yeah.
no one can. If
Well-
I can't have it, no one can. If I can't,
If I can have the world and I'm losing my grip on it, I'm going to destroy it.
Well,
Destroy
that's
it.
the
Yeah, there
thing.
you
That's
go.
the thing. A lot of people always say their main goal is to take over the world, but I don't see it that way. I see that they took over the world a long time ago.
took
Now
over
it's
the
just a
world a long
matter.
time.
Now it's just a matter of us trying to get out of that. Try to break the cycle.
try to break out.
They're losing. As a matter of fact, they're losing control.
They're
Right.
losing-
They're losing
They're
control.
totally
You can
losing
see it
control.
everywhere.
Like
they're
CEO.
losing controls everywhere.
They're flipping
It's
so
chaotic
bad.
everywhere.
Yeah, you can tell about other companies too,
Yeah.
not just
yeah.
K-pop. Like other like companies like Disney and all that
I
shit.
mean, all of
Yep.
Disney does
Lost their
they lost their
CEO.
CEO and everything.
They're not doing so hot either.
Like they're all
Well,
losing control.
The Winkler thing, and I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah.
the
Ellen.
CEO
She's
comes out. We didn't do anything wrong,
yeah,
but by the way, I
yeah,
quit.
yeah.
retired.
Yeah, she got a lot of bad stuff going on with
Yeah,
with her
so
right
for the
now.
past 4 days already, I've been following Ellen DeGeneres. Nothing but bad news from every article. Like,
Even her staff is all coming out and said she was a terrible person to work with and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
toxic and
She
racist.
used to
and
be
Toxic,
she's like the
angry
right
all the
hand
time.
person for that group, but
I
now
know.
I know she was pretty
she
big.
used- she
I always
used to
seen
be
her
like-
like her.
it's
yeah,
not
she
happening.
used to be like, she used to be the biggest in terms of
and with lots of protection as well. So-
no, but
Lots
she used
of
to be
protection.
well loved by
Yeah.
everyone, supposedly.
But
well loved.
some of her staff said that everything about her is complete fake. That's on TV because she's complete
Well, yeah,
opposite
yeah.
off camera.
which we're not surprised by.
Yeah.
No, like
So can
things
we
like these.
can we go to Nugu Pop? Let's go to Nugu Pop, and then
Okay.
after that go to Dior
Nugu
Love.
Pop.
Hey, Misty, welcome.
Oh, the quote
Hey,
from the
Misty.
books. Interesting. A trilogy,
Trilogy,
which is considered a satire on conspiracy group throughout history.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
be considered a satire.
right.
yeah, which is a way to 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 put it out there without saying it's true, because you cannot put something out there and say it's true when the
Well,
information is too
the
much.
Illuminati is or was, I don't know about right now, but it was an actual group
Yeah,
back then.
everybody
It
knows.
was founded by Adam Weinhaus or something like that in 19 wait, same year as USA, 1976.
No,
Or
that's an
wait,
interesting year.
no, 1776, right?
Yeah, this, like,
Sure, I don't know my
Monkey
history
is
that
too
well.
drunk right
Monkey
now. We
is
can't
way
rely
too
on
drunk
him.
right now.
He's way too drunk. We
I'm
can't
reading
rely on
I'm reading the comment.
Let's go to Dior Love
Dior
at
Love.
7:31.
Did you guys ask me a
Junction.
question? Because this is what I was reading.
Let's read it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. There's more Asian
Jungkook's
words in there
death
than I'm
was
comfortable
weird
with.
because after he died, BTS blew up massive.
Two,
Taeyeon had
Taeyeon
posted
had
his
posted
dog
name
name
2 hours before Jungkook died, and he named
The
him-
dog again. Here comes the dog.
Shit, here comes the
Yeah,
dog.
let's talk
So
about that.
let's talk about the dog.
Dog.
That's a good one.
That is really good.
No, there's something about people posting dogs and then someone else die. Like
dog. The dog is symbol. The
it's
dog
like
is a
a
symbol.
it's not
Yeah.
just one
Well,
case.
the-
It's multiple
a
cases.
do-
Yeah.
But the dog or Anubis, who's the god of death in
That's true. That's
Egypt,
true in
is a
Egypt.
dog.
Yep. Yep.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
Makes sense.
Extraterrestrial dog.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
a demon dog. So it makes sense because this is interesting. I haven't heard about this before, but apparently if they're doing that in between these K-pop artists as well, so they are following that symbolism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think some of
Communication.
them. I think this is. We had some pretty high-profile U.S. artists die, kind of mysteriously. Just a
Linkin Park.
few years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like I think what happens is either they can't handle what they've agreed to, and it's time to pay the piper, and they're like, "Oh, geez, I thought this was fake. I didn't realize
Yeah.
you guys were
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
going to catch this in."
Yeah.
Or they can't handle what they agreed to, so they leave.
Cut ties.
They
Or-
ultimately leave. Yeah,
Or they try to expose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they try to, and then they end up.
Hmm
Yeah,
The
So
ties
again
get
about
cut and you're done.
Yeah.
So about the whole
It's
dog
to
thing,
look
that's
like
interesting.
they did it themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Nuga
Definitely
Pop,
not an accident.
7:30,
Definitely.
7:34.
What? What's happening?
I was gonna say
Bavarian.
Nuga Pop 7:34, but the dude was typing like insane clown possum.
Yeah. But
Yeah, Bavarian Illuminati. That was an actual group.
Insane clown. Did you just say hyping like insane clown possum?
Yes, I did. What?
It's so stupid.
It was there.
Oh my god! I hope there's no. I can't remember what solos or I can't remember what they're called. Their fan base. I really doubt there are, but it's Insane Clown Posse. As in a group, not
how
the
do you
rabid
know-
little.
But how do you even know I'm not doing a play on word? You don't know that.
You're not that smart, man. You're not.
Well, apparently smarter than you because your apple juice level is like insane.
Yeah, and I'm still smart enough to know that it's not Insane Clown Posse.
But I thought he was talking about the actual possum, the animal.
Yeah, this guy's stupid. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm just lost. I'm just
It's
reading
because
comments right
he
now.
understood it's because he understood a reference, so he linked it to that reference and
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that you
yeah.
messed up that reference.
Yeah, I
But
get
that's,
it.
That's based
No.
on his
Get it.
assumption. No, because
That's
he's
That's
a white
fine.
guy. He has privilege. He assumed a lot.
Anyways, go to
Whatever.
Nugu Pop. Oh yeah, so back to this.
Aleister
Aleister
Crowley.
Crowley.
That's
That's what
the
they're
guy
called,
who
juggalos.
created the Satanic Temple, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crowley. Yeah.
It's in the
Aleister
name.
Crowley.
The name sounds pretty.
But I think the conspiracy group that led this revolution started by the
Bavarian
Bavarians.
Illuminati is founded by Adam Weinhaus in 1776, which is oddly the same year as
Our country
America.
started.
Yep. Interesting.
And isn't it like in the money or the dollar or something?
Well, according to historian, the Illuminati, the Bavarian Illuminati has 13 rank, and there's 13 steps in the pyramid behind the dollar, right? And
Yeah,
that leads up to the all-seeing eye, which is leading up to the master rank. There's 13 rank that leads up to the master rank.
Let's
So
see it, monkey.
basically,
Pull out $1 out of your ass. Let's see
yeah,
it.
Oh,
pull
shit.
that
It's
dollar
a
out.
wallet, first of all.
And at the bottom of the dollar, there's a Latin word that pretty
Yeah,
much says,
There you go.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
13
the
steps,
pyramid.
right? Count the steps. I
Is it
cannot
a
see.
new? Yeah,
Well, count it if
it's
you can.
13. It's 13. I've
There's
counted
13
before.
steps, I
It's
think.
13.
Right?
There's also an owl somewhere.
Yeah, there's an
small
owl in
yeah.
there somewhere too. He's
That
hidden.
leads up to the all-seeing eye, the master
eye.
level.
Yeah.
And on the bottom of the base of the step, there's the Roman numeral number of 1776, right?
Yep.
I think, yeah. Which is also oddly the same year as the Illuminati was founded.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wonder if like the U.S. us breaking away from
No,
England was kind of us breaking
Yeah.
away from their control, and now it's kind of happening again.
Well, the
Like-
storyline is so crazy now that like I've heard like there's multiple version of them now. So there's the old gen and there's the next gen.
Well,
of them, and
officially,
they're bashing each
they
other.
broke off like a while ago, a long time ago,
Yeah.
centuries ago. But how do we know they're like that's just the official story? But how do we know they don't like continue on secretly?
Mhm.
up
You
to
don't know
this?
that. You
Just
don't
look
know
at the
that.
pattern. They said this group broke up a long time ago, right? They said Mockingbird, Project Mockingbird, Operation Mockingbird broke up, disbanded a long time ago.
But here's the thing.
Look at the pattern. It's still
Here's the
existing
thing.
today. Both of
The
them.
names of the 100 original member of the Bavarian Illuminati are names like Rockefeller and Rothschild, which is big name of today.
You know them. If you don't know them,
They're a very powerful family. So they have like
Also,
a
Just know
also-
that there's a high chance they own your bank.
Yeah. Also,
Oh,
you
yeah,
heard
for
about
sure.
blood sacrifice, right, Monkey? Yeah, blood sacrifice is when they take contracted those basically if you sold like they take people that's connected to the contract, the devils sold their soul to the devil and stuff. They take those people or individual and then sacrifice them to make another one popular. You see the connection? So every time one die, one replace it. So that's how they do it. That's why in this industry, there's a lot of strange death out of nowhere, or sometimes not out of nowhere. There's a build up to it, and then someone or somehow became famous afterward, like what Dior Love was saying earlier. So that's the thing. These things is not just the symbols; it's what the symbols led to. So there's a connection. There's a connection. So these industry, they have their issues. They're doing demonic stuff. That's pretty much what we can see. So it does exist. So basically, everything about the whole being disbanded thing, no, there's that whole occult movement is still going on behind the scene.
Well, that's
Regardless
they
who
have
the
to
master.
operate. Yeah, they have
Yeah,
to operate in the shadows. Although, like that's what's making it scary kind of right now is that
Yeah.
the shadows are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah. I mean, what are the odds of that? Like, the way even like what are the odds of multiple artists in multiple industry and in different country, but somehow have the same type of incident where someone's death makes someone more popular. The moment someone throw out a symbol, that person became popular. The moment they're being pushed, you see that they're throwing more symbol. The moment they're more pushed.
That's another thing too to talk about in terms of K-pop. Like a lot of people said, K-pop is good, blah blah blah, this and that. If there's no dark side to K-pop, there wouldn't be
Death.
so many deaths surrounding K-pop. You know how many
and-
people suicide last year? It's not cool. It's not
And
cool.
It's like they create a culture where they make people unhappy, and then but in the front of it, they say that it's all bright and cheerful.
Right.
But behind the
that's
scene,
the
you always hear about drama, stress, and
Looks.
all that
Looks
other-
is very important. If you're not pretty,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
read
it's-
that. I read that there's
it's a thing.
some artists are being forced like to get
Plastic
plastic
surgery.
surgery, even though it's against their will. But since they're in contract, they have to
you have
go
no
and do it.
choice.
'Cause the
You either do
producer said,
that or you.
need to fix
or-
your eyes, you need to fix your nose, you need to fix
Yeah.
your
And
mouth.
sometimes there's nothing wrong with them, but they want them to go get like fixing their whatever.
It's for an
just-
image.
Yeah. It's for the image that they want to present.
It's like if the producer draws something on a piece of paper, they say we want you to look like this, and so that person have to change their eyes to look like whatever that art is. So you become a character. You sign the contract, you become a character, and then they control you like a puppet. They
And
control
I've
you.
heard it's so bad too. Like if you're young and your parents go talk to the producer and whatnot, the producer will actually say, "Well, you need to teach your daughter or your son to act better because that's not how you act appropriate in society." Like
Yeah.
they tell your parents to teach you how to act a certain way so you can join their exclusive club, which I
Yeah.
find it bullshit.
Yeah. Why do they get to make the rule?
Exactly.
So Dagger says the tip of the spear is
Oh man, the spear thing.
Salvatore the Jesus.
Dang, somebody brought in the spear thing.
Lead to Rome. Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we keep on branching out this topic to go on forever. I mean, the topic of behind the scene, like what happened behind the
I think
scene.
this is pretty
Well,
nutty so far.
talking about Rome, like, you really, we've talked about how the cracks are starting to show in the last several years or whatever, like all the messed up crap that's been coming out with priests and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
That never happened until just now.
yeah.
There's no way. There's no
No,
way. It's
no.
just the protection is crumbling.
It is.
Yeah,
Protection
their
is crumbling.
their protection is gone. I think the devil have
The
left
Overlord
the
is
building.
done.
It's just gone.
Yeah, he's
So
like, I
right
don't
now
want to be part of this
it's just
anymore.
a bunch of low ranked demons that's trying to do some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try
So
trying
I
to
find
be
it-
important, but it doesn't work.
It's like
I find
anonymous. There's no leader.
I find it funny
Yeah.
that or not funny but interesting and funny. So in the spiritual side, right? They say the demons are losing their time is coming up, right? God is coming. But in the alien side or the extraterrestrial side, the extraterrestrial community, they're saying these reptilian or serpent beings are leaving because they can't stand the non-negative
Right.
energy world. So
Yep.
you see how the connection?
It's the same.
It's the same. Like
You can
whether
look
you're
at-
into
and you
alien
can
or
look
whether
at,
you're into demon.
religion,
It's the
yeah.
same. So spiritual side same, scientific side or whatever same. Some people would not consider alien scientific, but whatever.
Well, I think all the I don't mean to offend anyone with this word, but all the crackpot theories that are out there, there's a little bit of truth. There's a little bit of truth in all of them. And is it exactly a reptilian-sized human thing? Maybe not, but it's some. Like if you look at the Book of Revelation, right? And you read through it, John, the guy that wrote it, is seeing a vision of the future. Okay, he sees a freaking helicopter, but he doesn't know what a helicopter is. He doesn't know how to describe any of
Right.
that.
Right.
So he refers to it as a giant locust because that's the closest thing.
Yeah.
So
he
they can only
he
describe
can
the
put that to.
description.
Yeah,
So
there
it's the
was no
description.
such thing. So
Watch a
that's
giant
why-
locust fly by tomorrow. We'll be like, no, fuck that shit. He meant it. He literally
He
meant a
literally
giant
meant a
locust.
giant locust.
It's like the size of a house.
I quit. I'm done. I'm out.
No, sometimes these things are funny because they can be literal.
Yeah.
Even though you think there's a philosophical meaning, sometimes literal. Like a black horse, you look up, you see a horse flying, a black one, which we saw. A black balloon horse float across the stormy sky like
Yeah,
a
that
couple
was
years
pretty.
back.
That was pretty
That's
interesting.
pretty-
If you haven't watched that
Yeah.
video, it's an interesting video.
So it's symbolic sometimes and sometimes literal. So we don't know. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I think the moral of the story is, even though the symbolism, they're pushing hard and stuff, at the same time they're losing. Because
And again,
they're losing their
don't
cover.
don't blame. This is not meant as like any kind of slam on any artist or
No.
any of the pictures that we showed. We singled out a few groups, but that's just because those are just very
Recent.
easy
They're
examples.
they're
recent,
very
too.
recent ones.
Yeah.
We're not throwing shade at those groups. We love most of those groups. I mean, if you want to talk about like selling your soul or whatever, right? Let's look at Dreamcatcher. Before they were Dreamcatcher, they were a group called Minx that never went really anywhere. They go dark with Dreamcatcher, which is one of the darkest groups out there with their imagery, their symbolism, everything. And now they're getting popular. So it's like, and Dreamcatchers are our favorite group. So it's like,
Right there in the spider web.
in the
Those
spot.
are the dream catcher.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dior Love said TXT shows a lot of symbolism. Yeah, they all, everybody, like, there's a lot of symbolism in a lot of artists, a lot of video. If you actually look
Yeah.
for it, it's
Yeah,
there.
now that you know, every music video that comes out, just look for it. Look, you'll see it. There's so many of
You'll
them this
see.
year.
Like,
This
don't
year
be
is
surprised
insane.
if like next week you react to a video and you see Apple and Horn and stuff. Don't be surprised.
I'm gonna start calling it out now that
Or
we already
or
talk about
the
this.
blue
Yeah, it might
butterfly.
cost you a star if you get too much with it.
Right,
I
right,
mean,
right.
but if it's that obvious, you can't miss it. But nowadays, now that you plant the seed in this podcast, we plant the seed, so you can see it now. Like,
Yeah.
you can't miss like
It's there.
it's there. Like a butterfly flyby in the next MV you watch, you know what that like
If
connected
it's
to.
blue, only if it's blue.
Well,
There's
yeah.
a lot of blue ones.
There's a lot of blue ones. They mostly go with the blue one for some reason.
They don't
Yeah,
go with
because
other
the blue
colors.
one's a death butterfly. So
Yep.
Yep.
Hey,
Hi, Mendez.
Okay, so I think we pretty much covered that.
I think
Covered the
so.
topic. I think we
Any last questions? Any last comment
In
before? we...
regards to the topic.
yes. Before we head out, because we are 1 hour and 30 minutes in.
And let us know if this interests you, and then maybe we can do more of stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't
Sure.
chase everybody away with the topic, so that's good.
Yeah,
Maybe I have 15 people watching. It's a good
Yeah.
amount. It's the usual, actually.
interesting,
yeah.
pretty interesting topic
Pretty
to be.
usual.
And,
to
so,
be
and
honest.
some new people. Thanks to the new people that were chiming in and
Interaction.
No,
and
Justin
interaction, yeah.
Justin gave us a heart, so that's cool. Everybody gave Justin a
you.
heart. Mine looks really goofy, but
back at you, buddy.
Back at you.
Or,
Something like
or,
that.
or we can go with the Illuminati.
Or we can. That
Yeah.
what is that?
I'd
That's
like to do
you're
this,
eating
yeah.
you're eating a hamburger. That's what that was.
That's a hamburger. Yep.
Ooh, there's a symbol. This is a symbolism that's okay, right?
I don't know what that means. That could mean butt or something.
It can mean butt.
It's a baby butt symbol.
Okay,
Baby-
let's
baby
stop.
butt?
Let's stop.
Let's not get to that territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, save that for next
When
time.
this guy starts
Yeah, next
talking
time,
about
dude.
butts, it's all downhill from there.
Can someone explain me exactly the topic?
Yeah, that was like 2 hours ago.
That was like
Oh.
an hour and a half.
Do a
Yeah.
quick summary.
Let's do a quick summary.
Do a sum up. Put a bow on it.
Ooh,
Uh,
Itachi's in the
Itachi
house.
said-
Itachi's cool.
the topic, Mendez. The topic is about demonic symbolism inside K-pop. If you look enough, you can see. And first of all, just go research. You'll see. Demonic symbol, as in symbol that's like the dark side.
Yeah. Dark angels, apples, like
Pentagrams, apple,
white to black, paragraph. Yeah,
Q, black Q,
White to red.
666
blue
I, all that stuff.
butterfly, the
Yeah, I heard like
sixth thing on
100
the
people
eye.
talking right now.
I didn't get that either.
It comes from someone.
All I hear
stupid.
was noise.
So one of us has 100 puppeteers behind him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So since the quality is
Demons,
degrading, I
reptilian.
think
Yeah.
since the quality is degrading, I think we should time out.
Oh no, they're on to us. We got to cut the
Cut out.
cut the feed.
Cut the feed. Cut the
Feed,
feed.
cut the feed.
Cut the feed.
All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you
Yes.
for joining us, and then we'll see you next
Peace.
time.
See you on the next one.
Have a good one.
Let's do one of these before we go.
What's that?
Maybe that's how we can make money.
Oh yeah,
know how to do
yeah.
it.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Join,
Maybe.
join.
If we
Join
sell
them.
out, if
Check
we
out our
sell
merch.
out,
You know,
Peace
what
out.
if these,
No,
what
stuff,
if,
you know?
what if these hand sign thing actually open portal?
I know. We should stop.
yeah,
But
just in case.
what if it opened portal to money? So I'll take that.
Temptation.
Bringing in some funding to
King
Asia.
Man caved into the temptation.
I'm done. I already signed. Contract
Gonna eat
done.
that
Seal.
apple money.
Seal. Give
We
me
need
an
that.
apple. Yes.
All right,
We need
guys.
that. We need that ill money.
Does Apple phone count? So
It's already
there you
got
go.
to buy that.
I already got my apple. I'm already temptation done.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's not a good apple. That's a bad apple.
That's a bad
Yeah,
apple.
bad one.
Yeah.
All
Got it from the wrong tree.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming.